Hi, I'm Eugen Bacon, an African Australian.
Hello, I'm Dominique Hecq. I was born in the French-speaking part of Belgium and now live in Australia.
Welcome to our launch of Speculate.
The rogue cousin of a poem and flash fiction. Speculate by Make Press is out on the 19th of January.
I'm so excited. I have a question for you, Dominique. What should the ostrich never say to the prose poet at the beach?
Pull your head in.
Why, Dominique? Then you'd better read us a piece of your prose poetry.
All right, here goes. You were born in autumn and so naturally hate spring. The scent of blackwood showering pollen, the air licked with gold where the buzzing of the bees deepens, the sudden opacity of it all. You run away, away from the visible and from the invisible, with the pollen clinging to your skin, the sun striking and the darkness beneath your feet settling. You are a living phobia, a fear of no consequence. Yet as eons pass in one beat of the heart, you hear the rustle under the trees, taste the bite of death. That was Every Dicky, which actually was nominated for a Pushcart Award. Go figure.
I love it, Dominique. To someone wondering what's prose poetry, here are a few facts. Prose poetry is a difficult conversation with a poem and flash fiction about why it's neither of them, because of course. Prose poetry comes in long lines, short lines, stanzas, no stanzas, pretty much white space, no white space, unless otherwise. Prose poetry illuminates much about poetry and sudden fiction, and the gumdrops who don't get it. Prose poetry is not a sonnet or a sestina, not even a skeleton or the skin of a haiku or a couplet. Prose poetry operates free of syntax, but may choose to have its own sense, sound, or rhythm. Prose poetry is amorphous, delineated, and most often unrhyming. Yet then prose poetry breaks every rule of poetry precisely and immediately. Dominic, I think you're burning to read another piece.
Yes, today's word is fire. You can smell it in the air, in full light specks of ash twirl and swirl like a miniature beehive. The water is slick with sunlight. I dive in, touch the bottom, unsettled silt, rocks, pebbles surfacing. I feel the water flowing ice cold over my shoulders. I begin to swim, long strokes upstream toward the fall. My chest expands, arms bracing the water. I don't feel the cold, but my toes and fingers are numb. Dappled glare on the surface, then the brush of hair-like roots. I dive through the fall, water drumming my back, a red sandstone outcrop, porous soil. a cave. In one step, I'm inside. Wait for my eyes to get accustomed to the dark. On a slab of stone, a smatter of nuggets, reds, ochres, whites. On the walls, a splash of finger moons. And so, Eugen, do you have some tips? Prose poetry for beginners?
Most definitely. Prose poetry for beginners. 1. Try your hand at writing. 2. Join a group of prose poets. 3. Start small. Write your rage, glee, or misery. 4. Listen to the news, especially when some knobhead is talking and really riles you up. 5. Write your guts. Don't overthink. 6. Look at your creation. Does it tell a story? Edit. Edit. 7. Read out your prose. Listen to its music. How it makes you feel. Edit. More than half a page? It's too frigging long. 9. Express big ideas. Small. Would you like to do another reading for us, please, Dominique?
Yes. What is the music that shipwrecked men's hearts? Or was it the voices? Using the shortcut of philosophy, I want to unshadow your mirage. You might hate me for it, but it's for your own good. Remember how Plutarch tells the story of a man who plucked a nightingale and, outraged at finding little to eat, cried out, "You are just a voice and nothing more." So it is with your siren song of fascination. From Homer to Derrida, it has been an enduring erotic and philosophical concern. The siren's voice made men mad with desire, silencing the voice of their conscience. When time's up, Eros exits and Thanatos steps in. Now let me spread a banquet of flowers and fruit and nuts at your feet. I'll feed you grapes and pomegranates, nasturtiums and rose petals, sugar plums and cherries, cornflower filaments and artichokes plucked from the firmament. Don't worry about the pips. I know how to turn them into shooting stars.
Oh, bravo, bravo, Dominique. Ah, wait a minute. I think I've got a Jono on the line. Hello? It's me you're looking for. Hmm? Yes. You can write about naughty dragons, dear me in Z years, how air has impacted your soul, chicken, unicorns, money, toilet paper, a day in the life of a glow stick, and what the frog in prose poetry. What? Listen, I understand about press, freedom of speech, the blah blah, but we're all very busy people. For real. I'm starting to doubt your personhood right now. Do you have legit questions about prose poetry? What? Even crossing the road, yes. Both chickens and unicorns, yes. But you can write about hope, social justice, agency for change. Sorry? What?
Dark energy, a thwack. You sink into yourself, an explosion of elementary particles. You are a supernova shooting through air and stars, a byronic ball of bleeding energy scattering matter in the void. Your heart beats out of place like wind gusting on a high plain. Pulse hovers on a knife edge. You wriggle out of your body, crawl through gaseous clouds to a rocky alcove they call emergency. Climb the lookout they call a chair. Fall into anti-gravity. Whiz through a constellation of voices eyeing your soul from the back of beyond. When you come to, Nurse Adani tells you not to touch your stitches, or it will scar. You take your eyes off her badge, stare at her face as though through a telescope. This is what a black hole looks like in a spark chamber.
Oh, thank you, Dominique. That was beautiful. I believe you have a surprise for us.
I do. Let me. It arrived today
Oh my golly gosh!
and a
Oh,
Saturday in a pandemic. I was thrilled. And so
oh,
I hope you love our prose poetry because we do. Deepest thanks to Trisha Ricks of Meerkat Press for making this happen.
absolutely. Please visit meerkatpress.com.
Is the bag?
How wonderful. If you'd like to get a copy of Speculate, please visit meerkatpress.com for more about Speculate, a dialogue between two writers curious about the shapeshifter called a prose poem. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thank you to you.